It's Nolan. Yeah, self-love at an all-time high. It's a feeling I can't even describe. Used to watch from the side, heart beating full of ego and pride. Scared of living, more fearful to die. Never minds had me second-guessing. It's suppression blocking my blessings, now I'm manifesting. Set intentions, the paper stretching, people asking questions. Bet they wonder what changed with me. Learn to switch to fit if it can't fit me, just stay with me. Listen, animosity gradually on the decline. Respiratory flowing when I recline. About to catch a flight, throw the peace sign. New city, new state. I'm leaving all my baggage in my suitcase. Money is rising, my skin looking vibrant. I'm moving with impeccable timing. It's more than just rhyming. All this beauty that surround me, plus we luxury dining. Only reason y'all be tripping, cause you nickel and diamond. Ooh, peep the je ne sais quoi. Feel the vibe. I'm just grateful that I'm still alive. I thank God, homie. You thank God, man. I thank God, man. Blessings. Yeah. Peep the je ne sais quoi. Feel the vibe. I'm just grateful that I'm still alive. I thank God. Yeah. We thank God, homie. Yeah. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everyone is doing well out there. Hope you're doing good, feeling great, looking good, smelling good, all that good stuff, man. In today's show, we're going to be going through Akbar V speaking on August Alsina's quote-unquote open heart, right? He was recently on a show called Council Culture, in which he talked about basically having an open heart and basically not restricting himself to the confines of titles or man-made restrictions when it comes to love. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into all that right now. I'm going to let him speak for himself. And then we're going to get into Akbar V's response to how he said this thing the other day. We're going to get into Ice Spice speaking on her weight loss. She's been criticized for, quote unquote, losing too much weight lately. So she came out and spoke on that briefly. And we're also going to get into Lil Durk denouncing gangs for Islam. You know what I'm saying? Lil Durk is a Muslim, and he made the big step recently to come out and say he is denouncing the gang, whatever gang that may be. Okay? So we're going to get into those few things in today's show. Hope y'all got your beverage, your snack, or whatever you need. We're going to get right into this thing, all right? So again, August Alsina we're starting with. He was on Council Culture with Nick Cannon and some other castmates. And he had a few things to say about his, I guess, orientation or his love interest in his life. It's been speculated that August Alsina is gay for some time now. I believe he came out a while ago. And when I say came out, I don't mean, in the typical form. But he came on TV and basically he introduced us to a male figure in his life whom he shared an intense love with. You know what I'm saying? I think it's been a little bit confusing for people over time to understand, is this a romantic love or is this a friendship type of love between these two men? To me, it doesn't really matter. Whatever they do behind closed doors or out in the open, that's up to them. That's their choice. But it's made some people uncomfortable. It's caused a lot of speculation. And him going on this show recently, it caused a little bit more conversation to be centered around him specifically. All right. So let's go ahead and check that out. All right, y'all. So we can't play it in video format due to copyright. It is owned by Amazon, but I can play the audio. So here we go.
And you talked about your love for another man. Mm-hmm. And I know that when we talk about this, we help others. What has opening your heart done for you?
To be honest with you, bro, it's not even me that's opening my heart. It's that power that's higher than myself. I always say that the greatest gift that God could have ever given me was exposure, to expose me to so many different kinds of people, places, things. So it's like when people want you to define yourself as whether you're gay, straight, bisexual, whatever, as you were just talking about, love is like much more complex than that and has much more depth. So for me, I'm just the kind of person that's like, because love is a language, I'm fluent in love when it speaks to me.
Why do us as humans have to have such direct answers or
Narrow
definitions
views.
of like, are you straight? Are you like, why? Or do you love her? Do you got so many baby mamas? Like,
That's Nick Cannon, by the way. Of course, he gonna insert himself with the baby mama shit, of course.
no, but I mean, like,
Had to work that far.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, because everybody says, oh, you can't love that woman if you are not in a traditional one-on-one relationship with her, and therefore now I don't love the mothers of my children because I don't define it the way that you define it.
Right. You can't take it personal because we haven't all been exposed to the same thing. People have a very monolithic way of viewing things.
All right. So that's August Alsina speaking on his open heart, open-minded format of love, you know? And when I saw this clip, I'm not going to lie, I kind of sat back and I wondered to myself, not to be judgmental or anything, but I was just like, bro, why not go the Wayne Brady route? Wayne Brady came out and said, yo, I'm pansexual. That means I'm attracted to whomever I'm attracted to, whether that be your energy, your vibe, your intellect, your look, your smell, whatever it is. If I find you attractive, I'm going in that direction. That's what Wayne Brady came out and said, and it was pretty much accepted. Matter of fact, I believe his ex-wife came out and said, I'm so happy for Wayne that he's finally embracing his true self. This is beautiful. A lot of people also came out and said, hey, I'm glad Wayne Brady came out and said it because we thought he was on the spectrum anyway. Right? Now, perhaps August Alsina just isn't at that point in his life where he's ready to say that. Perhaps he's looking for some other further definition or just will never want to be defined, right, by any title. And that's his prerogative if so. But I do think you kind of don't do yourself any favors when you come out and speak on these things. If you want to keep it private, keep it private. Don't speak on it. But once you give the public anything to feed off of, like a good parasite, we're going to latch on and we're going to start trying to see what else is there for us to get from it. It's just the way it works, right? You kind of removed yourself from the line of fire for a minute. People that follow him on Instagram and look at his stories and stuff, they already see him and, you know, this other gentleman, you know, gallivanting around, hanging out on yachts and you know, speedboats and stuff like that, having their good times. And again, I don't give a damn, right? That ain't got shit to do with me. Whatever direction he wants to go in his life, as long as he ain't harming nobody or doing nothing crazy, hey, man, have at it. Love on your folks, love on your family, man. Fuck it. But again, coming out publicly, some people are going to have their own opinions, and that just comes with the territory. So, out of the people who have an opinion on August Alsina's open heart is Akbar V. Now, many people probably don't really know who Akbar V is. She's an Atlanta rapper, but she's more known for talking shit, right? Specifically at people such as Cardi B and or Offset. She's had quite a few issues with them, and she's had issues with other people online. And another group of people that she seems to go at it with are commenters in the Shade Room or the Neighborhood Talk. Okay? Matter of fact, she even bullied the Neighborhood Talk into posting one of her songs recently. Because she thought she was going to tell herself, your album ain't better than my single or something like that, talking about Lotto. Niggas was like, where you been at? You always running your mouth. Where's your music at? We see you post snippets, but never post anything for streaming platforms. Where are you at? Where can we find you? How can we support you? Well, she had a few things to say about August Alsina's situation. All right. So let me go ahead and pull this up. She had multiple posts about this, as a matter of fact, but we're going to do this in chronological order. So the first thing was said via text. Okay.
And you talk.
She says, Jesus ain't did nothing like this, right? Because August Alsina did talk about God leading him and exposing him to things. So she said, Jesus ain't did nothing like this. Y'all play with God too much. He gives us a choice. How did God do this? And he says it's a sin. So does that mean God is a liar? Kids don't believe this. God don't do this. His word don't comes back void. I don't know what you're talking about there, sister. If he says don't do this and someone says he told him to do this, that means you calling God a liar, and God is not a liar. Now, I'm not the one to judge because we all fall short of his glory, but don't put God in your worldly foolishness. Oh, that last sentence is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I wish you lived by that same accordance. Because you're the same woman who came out talking about people's kids, talking about people's sanctity in their marriage. And then when it came time for people to find out what was going on with your child, you wanted everybody to send prayers. Right? You are officially the pot and the kettle. You ain't the pot calling the kettle black. You are just both, the pot and kettle. Right? Now, when it comes to Christian beliefs, right? And if you are a Christian, then you're probably prone to agree to what Akbar V is saying. Jesus ain't did nothing like this. Y'all play with God too much. I think a lot of us play with God too much. We all out here are speaking in condescending tones, knowing we ain't doing shit according to what we believe. A lot of us are doing things backslide. And a lot of us are out here doing the exact opposite of what is in the word if you try to live by the word, right? You say he gives us a choice. That is a fact. I just find it interesting that God brings us here, gives us the choice, as you so eloquently put, but then you condemn him for his choice, right? That's between him and God. Now, you may go by the Bible and say, well, this is an abomination. Okay, cool. There's a lot of abominations out here. You like to, you know what? I ain't even going to get into it. But I do believe taking care of your kids is one of those things that you have to do, that you're supposed to do as a godly person, God-fearing person. But we'll hold that down. I'm not sure if you're married, but you have kids out of wedlock. But that's you know, you're above August Alsina. You're above gay people, right? If we just want to go by the book, a lot of us would have been struck down. If this was the Old Testament, a lot of us would be out here in famine. But you know, it is what it is. Okay? Now, people on social media definitely came and they jumped on Akbar. So here's a little bit more of what she had to say.
A lot of y'all just be talking, y'all, and I get it. I know how the devil works. He want me to cuss y'all. I ain't finna cuss. I'm gonna do right. I ain't finna cuss y'all out. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna post this on my main page so y'all all can hear me clearly. I never dumb down my sin. I never dumb down God's word to fit my sin. I never do that. I said under the post, God ain't told me to do that. God ain't finna tell you to do that, and He tell us not to do it. See, God's word don't come back void. We change. God don't change. All of y'all is sitting here debating in comments. Y'all are looking at the sexuality. That's not what I'm focused on. I didn't care about the sexuality. I said to him, God didn't tell you to go open your heart and love another man. I'm speaking on the fact that he said God told him that. Not about what he loving. Because we all done fell short of the glory. I'm not caring about what he's loving or who he choose to love. I said God ain't told you that. Now I want to ask people, who are you guys God? Because you do have a lot of worldly gods, but they ain't the true living God. Y'all all saying, oh yeah, because you be talking about rap and you be in, everybody be, rapping is my career. This word of God is my lifestyle, baby. That's my lifestyle. Praying and trying to seek God to be a better person, that's my lifestyle. Now, this is my career we talking about. Yeah, I do worldly music. Yeah, I'm a rapper. And God is going to get the glory out my music in the end. I never claim to be holier than thou. Because I don't really get some of these Christians anyway. So it's like I never pertain to do that. But I'm not finna dumb down God's word. See, heaven and earth gonna pass away. God's word is gonna stand. God don't change. He the same as 10 BCs ago. He the same yesterday as he's the same today. He gonna be the same 10 years from now. God don't change. We do. For anybody to get up here and told them God told them to go sin, I don't care. Let's take the fact that he's with another man out the way. Let's take that out the equation. That's like me getting up here and telling y'all God told me to come cuss y'all, and I know God don't like me to cuss y'all out. That's like me saying if I go in the store and steal some candy, God told me to do it. God ain't told me to steal. When he say thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. Stop putting God in y'all worldly flesh desires. I don't do that, and you shouldn't either. Now, you choose to fall victim and weak to your flesh, that's on you. Because the Bible also said if we deny our flesh, the devil will flee. If we deny him, he will flee. God don't tempt us. We fall victim to our flesh because the flesh is weak. I even fall victim to my flesh, so I can't never judge and put nobody in no heaven or hell. A lot of y'all just want to sit here and take what y'all want to take out.
All right, Akbar. Okay. At this point, I don't even disagree with you. Right? I had to get some straightening. I had to get a little bit more context as to what you were saying. You know, it's very easy to disagree with you because you're not all, you be fucking up out here. But based on what you said in this video, I actually understand what you're saying. You're saying, don't come out here and tell the people that God told you to do this, or that God is the one who exposed you to all of this. Therefore, he made it clear for you to do it as if this is something that he's sanctioning. Okay, I get that. Perfectly fine, you know? And perhaps that's a word that August Alsina could take, right? But unfortunately, it seems that he's not. And, you know, maybe he'll come to it in his own timing, as we are all victims of the flesh, according to the word. Okay? So August Alsina has come out, and he didn't give too much attention to the situation, but he did come out and say that, you know, he's got some sort of negativity repellent that he's selling, a fragrance of his that he's selling, and he's calling it negativity repellent in the midst of this storm that he's going through. Okay?
What's that? How y'all doing, bro? First of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody on the support of our unisex fragrance, all the signed bottles. I've still been signing some every day. Y'all been showing so much love that I decided to keep them up on the site for a little while longer. But this is an incredible fragrance, an evolutionary fragrance of repellent to negative energy. I mean, it's really become aromatherapy to me somehow. So I hope y'all love it as much as I love it.
Just a quick word from August real quick. You know what I'm saying? In and out like a robbery. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to just go ahead and extend blessings and hope for both of them, that they both find whatever it is that they're looking for in this world, whatever that may be. I do believe that these are two individuals who have definitely been through a lot in their lives. And I'm not here to sit here and judge them in any format, to act like I'm above them. You know, we all go through shit. We all have different things that shape our reality or our perception of the world, more importantly, because they say perception is reality for a lot of people. What you perceive to be real is real, even if it's not what's going on in the physical, right? So based on those things, I'm hoping that they get whatever it is that they're looking for in this world, whether that be peace, love, happiness, prosperity, abundance, etc. You know what I'm saying? So that's extended to both of them, since we're speaking on love and God. You know, he wants that for us all. Okay? We're going to continue to move the show. Somebody who is looking for a little bit more love from the people is Ice Spice. Okay? Like I said at the top of the show, people have been criticizing her lately. You know, over the course of the last few months, she's been going out on stage, doing the same moves, doing the same emotes, performing her music and stuff like that. But she has gotten noticeably smaller in a very short amount of time, right? So people are wondering what Ice Spice is doing to shed weight. We really don't know what she's doing. Some people are saying that she might be on that Ozempic pack. I don't know if she's on the Ozempic pack, but whatever she's doing, she's losing weight. Now, Ice Spice came out and said it's called The Gym. And she said, I get up off my ass and I'm losing weight. Okay? Maybe that's something you motherfuckers should be doing instead of talking about me. That's Ice Spice's response. Let me go ahead and pull that up. So here we are. I believe Ice Spice might have been on Twitter Spaces when she said this.
It's called a gym. It's called the gym. It's called eating healthy. It's called being on tour. Fuck. Like, what the hell? It maybe if I was sitting home all fucking day, it'd be easier to stay big. It's called
All right. In and out like a robbery. Once again, Ice Spice addressing the weight loss. It's called The Gym. Maybe if I was sitting at home all fucking day, it'd be easier to stay big. Maybe if I was doing what you motherfuckers was doing, I wouldn't be out here getting a little slim, right? Now, you don't want to check the comments on this shit because some people, once again, they saying it's called Ozempic. Somebody else said nothing about her weight loss gives gym. It's either stress, Ozempic, or drugs. I'm not putting that on her name. We don't know what she's doing, right? But once again, we had this conversation the other day about the weight shaming. When it came to Cardi B, she said she didn't like how people was talking about her. You know, one minute they were praising her body, the next they were saying she was fat, then they found out she was pregnant. A lot of motherfuckers had to eat their words. I want to extend the same grace to Ice Spice. If she's lost weight, who gives a fuck? It's her body, right? It ain't like she went from Busta Rhymes to Busta Rhymes, if you know what I mean. You get what I'm saying? Like, she might have lost a little 15. She out on stage, she dancing. She's rehearsing. She's putting herself through, you know, and I don't even like Ice Spice's music. I gave, what was the rating I gave her album? What was it, like a 5? 3 something? I don't remember. I don't enjoy her shit. But nonetheless, she's out working. She says she's in the gym, so she's working out. She's enjoying her time. Hopefully she's not doing anything unethical or harmful to her body in order to achieve that weight loss. Beyond that, I don't give a fuck, man. And neither should niggas. What the hell? What's the old saying? What you eat don't make me shit. As long as you ain't physically eating shit. Salute. Do you, baby. Have at it. Have a grand old time. Okay? Man, people on social media just be crazy. They'll make you really want to run into a cave and just camp out. But shit, man, you got to get out here and get to this money. You got to get out here and goddamn hustle and take care of your family and make sure that everybody's straight. Shit, man. Let that girl do her thing. She's young. If she lost weight today, she may regain that shit back. She's young. Fuck. She came out straight out the motherfucking projects. Well, I won't say the projects because I don't know what part of the Bronx she really from. But she came out on some, you know what I'm saying? She came out from like Jenny from the block. What you want? What you want, man? She probably upped her nutrition. She you know what I'm saying? Same way Megan Thee Stallion is redoing her shit. At least we see Megan Thee Stallion process, but still, same difference. Everybody doesn't want to document their gym life, right? Shit. Let that girl do her motherfucking thing when it comes to that, man. Now, when you get on that microphone, I'm on your ass. But everything else, enjoy. Right? Next up, we got Lil Durk. This is very interesting from Lil Durk. I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting him to like mature and grow up. It seems like he was trying to be on that wave anyway for the most part. But this was interesting. So Lil Durk comes out and says he's entering a new chapter of his life since he is Muslim. Okay? So, direct quote from Durk. He says, I don't gangbang. I'm a Muslim. Basically, what I was saying on my post in so many words, you can't do both. I'm going to be the one who say it. So, if you follow me as a brother, a friend, an icon, follow me to my new chapter of life. When I make music, I rap what I seen and been through, not telling you to go do it. Huge difference. The music won't change, but my life goals will. Okay? And in the original post that he was referring to, he stated, don't label me nothing outside of a man, a father, and a 1000% Muslim. The Voice. Now, I do believe some of Lil Durk's friends might have gotten in some trouble recently I wasn't keeping up all that closely, but I think some of his associates got into some trouble recently. But here we have him coming out saying, "Hey, I'm not a gangster. I don't gang bang. I'm a Muslim." Which, if anybody's familiar with prison culture, a lot of people that go into the system come out Muslim. They go in, they start reading, they change their lives, they get associated with the enlightened. Some become 5% nation. Some come out as Muslim pertaining to Islam. You know what I'm saying? And that ends up being the higher power, their belief system, their new life theology that allows them to pursue greater things in life, to get away from the streets. It seems instead of going into the can to do so, Lil Durk is saying, "Hey man, I've found light in my life. I'm embracing it. I no longer want to be associated with the gang. All you can identify me as is a man, a father, and a Muslim. Anything else that you associate me with no longer holds any weight. I am changing my life." I appreciate this from Lil Durk. However, my brother, you still gotta live by that. You can't just say it and go and and say fuck it, right? Next week, we don't want to hear no shit. Next month, I don't want to see no fucking RICO charges on your ass, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak that into your circumference in your existence, but we gotta be honest about this shit, man. Y'all niggas be into some shit and y'all be trying to use religion to backslide and play up out of it. That comes back to what Akbar V was saying earlier, right? Which brings me to an interesting piece here, you know what I mean? Because both of y'all have said the same thing. In her video, she says, "This is my career," right? "I'm a rap about what I'm a rap about. I'm imperfect, but my lifestyle is about pursuing God and trying to be better, trying to stay out of trouble, and to live by the Lord's way." Durk comes out and says, "My music's not going to change. I'm going to talk about my life, my experience, things I've seen and witnessed and done in the past, but I'm not telling you to go out and do it. It's just the past or creativity." My question to y'all is, how long do you think a person can live by that, right? And I pose this question as an artist myself, as a creative myself. We all embellish. We all talk about things that we may not personally be involved with, or things that we may have done in the past that we're no longer involved with. How long can you justifiably go by that rhetoric if you are calling yourself a person of God and you're associating with a religion and you're, in your day-to-day walk, you're trying to uphold that standard? But as soon as you clock in for your so-called job, the first thing you do is contradict yourself, right? I think that's a very interesting thing to look at, especially in Islam, because some of the people that have converted to Islam and hip hop had to actually retire, right? Like Loon. Loon no longer does music, right? Because he converted to Islam. And in Islam, if you're very devout to it, music is one of the things that you're not really supposed to take in. Beanie Siegel, he stopped rapping for a while, originally due to Islam. He came back to rapping and then he lost his voice in an accident. He's been rapping as of late. I think, his family depends on him financially for him to get in to rap and go on stage and do shows and stuff like that. But it's something that I've been noticing more and more of. And I'm like, Napoleon from the Outlaws, right? He's left the States. He no longer lives in America. Believe he's in Dubai. But he retired from rapping. He does not consume music anymore due to the restrictions on Islam, right? So I wonder how long Lil Durk is actually going to stay within that realm. I mean, Lil Durk has made considerably a lot more money than some of these other artists that I'm naming off of his music. I don't know if he's contractually able to retire, anytime soon. But I wonder if, that will actually play a part in his decision making moving forward in life as a man, right? Because unfortunately, this culture that we're in this music and entertainment sphere, I've said it before, this music game goes directly against manhood, right? Now that may sound crazy, especially if you're looking at it from a masculine point of view. I'm not looking at it in terms of masculine manhood. I'm looking at it in terms of literal life manhood, right? Grow up, grow beyond the thinking of an 18 to 25-year-old that's only consumed with fast money, pursuing women, sexual desires. You know what I'm saying? Consuming yourself with the violence in your neighborhood. Even if the violence is going on outside and you want to protect your family, a grown man is not consuming himself with the violence of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like keeping count of who got their ass whooped and we went over there and we did this and that nigga from that set over here did that and this and that and this and that. Right? A man is not entertaining himself or, you know, spending time thinking about those sorts of things, right? A man in this world is not consuming himself with what all of these women are out here doing, right? In terms of like showing their body, showing their skin, you know what I'm saying? Or when you go into places, you're trying to collect numbers or you're trying to, you know what I'm saying? Entertain every woman that you find because you just can't control yourself to do better. That goes against manhood, right? Actual growth. I'm not placing any of this on Durk, by the way. I'm just speaking as far as the culture is concerned. I'm telling y'all, it is my purview that really entrenching yourself into this shit, it takes away from actual manhood. Taking care and being present for your kids. A lot of people, the relationship they have with their children is strictly financial. If that, there's a lot of people that have riches or have money in these industries that don't even take care of their kids financially and they're not present. That shit is not manhood. Also, just giving money to the mother of your child, but never being present to give an example to your child, to show them how to walk, how to talk, how to interact with the world, how to be respectable, how to demand respect, how to give respect, how to show love to someone other than yourself outside your house. If you're not present at any time to bestow that upon your child, that is the opposite of manhood, right? So I just wonder, like, how long do we as individuals that are consumed and in this space to receive money and get some sort of financial payout from our gifts, our talents, and our creativity, how long does one keep that up? Again, not speaking directly to Durk in this because he's got to do his own thing and whatever he chooses is ultimately his decision and hopefully is the best decision for him and his family. But it's one of those things that I think about often because I'm like, man, there was a point in time where niggas started to elevate. It became more about businessmen. You know, I think Nipsey was definitely an integral role in a lot of people upping their business acumen, but unfortunately, he's no longer here with us. There was so much more that he could have gave, and I think a lot of people would have followed him as he grew into more of a man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking anything away from him in the flesh when he was here, but I think he was continuing to ascend, right? Even he was in his life, his final days, he was promoting that book, The Ways of the Superior Man, right? Which to some may be questionable ideology. You know, anytime you're getting some stuff out of a book that's not that's man-made, there's always going to be things in there that you can question. But I feel like he was going to ascend past whoever and whatever it was that we were seeing at that point, but he never got a chance to, right? So those are just questions that I have. Think that's cool conversation. I don't have anything else for y'all in this video. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. Become, part of the family over here. Become part of the community. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Much love and respect. I hope y'all have an amazing day. All right? Peace.
Yeah, king of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like Soldier Rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden, they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross some out, came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.